What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? AJ Good here at the House of Masks, where we unbox and review cool shit almost every single day, and in today's video I am finally going to be giving you guys an office tour. Now, while the office is probably only 80% complete, I figured it would still be a good time since we're all locked in our houses anyways, so just keep that in mind as we go. I will be pointing out the empty stuff and what's to come, but I did want to go ahead and give you guys just a nice office tour. I feel like that's been a pretty requested thing since I started doing the office work, and I've got a lot of cool stuff in here that I just want to show you guys. So that is what we are doing today. But before we get on into that, I wanted to talk to you guys about content creators. I know I've given you guys this message before, but I feel like it's even more important now because we have all of these amazing content creators that are still putting out videos every single day for you guys for free. I know that my videos have been running behind just a little bit this week, but that is because they didn't actually shut tattoo shops down until yesterday, or at least yesterday when I was filming this video. Not sure when this one's going to go up yet. But my point is, I was lucky enough to continue working well after a lot of these people went ahead and got quarantined. But my whole point with this is, if you have the means to support these people, go do it. I know life is tough for a lot of people right now, but we've still got all of these awesome content creators that are creating content for you guys for free, and it would be fucking rad if you could go support one of them. Not saying to go sign up for my Patreon or buy my merch unless you really want to. I would definitely appreciate it, but there are tons of other awesome content creators out there as well that could really use it. So consider that, go check out their stuff, make sure to view their links. Anything and everything helps, and I just wanted to get that out while we're all stuck in our houses watching these people. I know that a lot of my personal favorite content creators have been cranking stuff out every single day. I think Stay Metal Ray has put out a video every single day since this stuff started. So just try to keep that in mind. That's my PSA for the day, and with that out of the way, let's go ahead and jump on into this office tour. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and start here at the desk area because when I'm in the office, this is where I am. I spend probably 3 to 5 hours a day editing videos on days that I've shot videos, or just trying to get caught up from stuff that I've already filmed prior. So this is my little headquarters, and it's not really the most technologically advanced crazy thing in the world. I don't have dual screens, I just have this old regular Acer. I think it's like a 19-inch tall screen or something, so nothing fancy. I do run Sony Vegas Pro 16, and I really enjoy this editing software. When it works great. There's absolutely no complaints when it is in working order, and there's pretty much nothing that you can't do on it, but sometimes it gives me fits. I'll go through like a 3 to 5 day spell where nothing works right and it just wants to shut down. And I think that's more so the computer's problem, not the editing software itself. So yeah, there's that. This is where I spend my time editing videos, and I've got a nice little desk set up surrounded with cool stuff that I enjoy just to make me feel good. I think a lot of you guys noticed that when I'm filming stuff here at the desktop, such as reviews or figure unboxings or stuff like that, I always have my lights on. I just really enjoy lights. I feel like they give a nice calming atmosphere, and it's just something I've always enjoyed. So I see a lot of other YouTubers doing that, and I don't know if that's a regular thing or if they just do it for the aesthetics, but I really do enjoy the lights. I've got a lava lamp, I've got a salt lamp, I've got this sick little skull lamp that I've talked about in different videos before. I finally got that one working again, and then yeah, just surrounding me there's all kinds of cool stuff. I've got a little wrestler shelf here. On the bottom shelf here I've got most of my Undertaker figures that are loose. These ones are not in boxes, and their vaginas are all blown out. And then on the second shelf here I've got my Kane stuff, and then on the top shelf there's more Kane stuff. There are 2 masks. One is a really nice replica mask of his debut mask, and then the other one is just a vintage Caesar Kane mask with the sculpted hair, and there's also a figure in the box up there that I just didn't think would go with the rest of my figures that are in boxes on the wall, which I will show you guys here shortly. And then surrounding the desk, all of this stuff, there's different little pieces of fan art and some articles about me, and like my first ever art show poster. I've got one of those framed, skateboard deck, like stuff like that. So yeah, this is just stuff that makes me feel good, and I think that I'm actually going to do an entire fan art wall because Lord knows that I have enough fan art to do an entire wall. I'll probably have too much, to be honest, but it's still really rad, and I'd like to get that stuff up. That way people that sent in, whether it was 3 years ago or 3 months ago, will be able to see their art more than in just one video of me unboxing it and looking at it. I do save all of that stuff, and I have had it hung up before, just not in this room, so I think I am going to be doing that at some point. I will show you guys the wall that that's going to go on. And now we can move on to some of the shelves here in the office. Alright, so here we've got the Closet of Doom, and yes, I'm in the closet right now. I mean, not technically, I'm outside of the closet, but for the sake of the joke, I'm in the closet. And this was just a closet because this used to be a bedroom. I actually ripped out the sliding doors and I built 2 shelves on the inside. And I did this a long time ago, but the shelves were a little bit too big, so once I got these newer, smaller shelves, it worked out a lot better and came together more of what I had in my mind than it did the first time. And basically, halfway down on all of the bottom shelves, we've got all of my Goosebumps stuff. And by all of my Goosebumps stuff, I mean most of my Goosebumps stuff, because I still do have stuff that just won't fit down here. We've got the masks on this shelf here, the full vintage set from the 90s, and then we've got some of the newer Trick or Treat stuff. And then below that, we've got everything collectible from puzzles to action figures, DVDs and VHSs. And then on the bottom shelf there, we have all of my books, including an original run of the original Goosebumps set. I have all of the original books from the first series. I've also started working on my Series 2000 set, and I've got a lot of other random books down there, such as hardcovers, the R.L. Stine autobiography, stuff like that. Just cool little books that I think are neat to add to the set there. So everything from the middle up is going to be wrestling related and mostly Stone Cold. I've got 2 Stone Cold shelves here, and that's still not enough to fit all of my stuff because there are some things on the floor over here just in the corner that are too tall, along with some Goosebumps stuff that is just too tall, like my Slappy the dummy over here. And then on the very, very top shelf, we've got just like my nostalgia shelf. I don't really know what to call it, but I just started setting random stuff up there. There's everything from a die-cast Jeff Gordon Rainbow Warriors car from the 90s. We've got a Street Shark here that I actually have owned since I was little. We've got Derp SpongeBob. We've got some Gravedigger stuff, Pokemon, Gravity Games, Dave Mara video games, you name it. That kind of shit is up there. And I really, really like it because looking at that is just like my childhood all wrapped into one. So that's the nostalgia shelf. It's a little bit more random than everything else in the office because everything else is kind of grouped with stuff of its own, but this has pretty much everything you can think of. So I really, really like that shelf. And now we will move on to the wall shelf, or the wall unit, whatever we want to call this one over here. So this shelf here is another pretty random shelf. I wasn't really sure what to do with this. I just knew that I wanted to put my Halloween stuff in it, and once I did that, I realized that I don't really want my Halloween stuff in there, but I left it in for the sake of the video. Maybe once I'm done filming and editing this, I'll try to figure something else out because I really like the random look, like all of this random stuff on top, and even in the bottom it has nothing to do with Halloween. It's just a bunch of my Distortions masks, and they look really, really good together. And I'm not saying that the Myers thing doesn't look good, but I've also got Myers stuff in another shelf that you'll see later, and I just think that maybe it would look better over there. I really, really like the way that this shelf fit in between these 2 doors. There's a door right there to get into the room, and then there's the closet door over here, and it just worked. I ended up getting this shelf for free from a friend that was getting rid of a bunch of retro style furniture, and it was bright pink. I ended up painting it black, and it just worked out. I've got lights in here now, and I think that it looks really good, especially for displaying things. And I just like nice, simple, clean furniture. So that's the reason this is in here. I wasn't really sure what I was going to put on this wall until I got this piece. Then I realized it was pretty much meant to be. And as for the wall itself, it's pretty open. I'm not really sure what I want to stick up there yet, but it'll probably just be random stuff. Smaller, different concert flyers and frame stuff like that. So we'll have to see. It is still very, very much open, and I'm not really sure what to do. But above the doorways, I've also got some stuff that I want to show you here real quick. So above the doorway to get into the office, I've actually put a couple of my tech decks up there, just special ones that I didn't want to take out of the box, along with some loose ones along the edge there on the trim. And I've also got this really cool Zoo York paperweight thing. I don't really know what it is, but a piercer friend of mine had it, and he had it forever, and he would not get rid of it. I tried to buy it off of him for a million years. And finally, when he left the shop and headed back to Atlanta, Georgia, he actually just gave it to me. So that is a cool piece, and I really like the way that it looks up there. And then on this side above the closet, we've also got some stuff here. We've got a couple Undertaker action figures that are still in the packages, along with some Kane stuff here on this side, and I just really like the way that that caps it off as well. If I do get more figures in the future, which I'm sure that I will, they'll probably keep going over this window here and not affect anything on this blank wall that I was talking about just a second ago. Alright, so over on this wall, obviously we have the entrance behind me, and we've got this giant banner. I didn't really want to put any shelves or anything on this wall because I knew that they would get in the way of the walking space, which is not that much anyways, because this is just a normal sized bedroom that I've converted into an office. So I hung this banner up. This is the OG banner. This is the one that I used at MaskFest and all that good stuff. And we've also got one copy, my personal copy of the V1s, as well as my personal copy of the V2s, and V3s are coming soon, and I can tell you guys that they absolutely blow these two designs out of the water. Not that I'm unhappy with these designs, I just never was as happy as I could have been, and I feel like this new one is going to shit all over them, and I'm really, really excited. So keep your eyes peeled for those. I think you guys are really going to dig those, and they should be fucking rad. I mean, I've only seen the concept art. I gave the idea to the artist, he sketched something up, and based on how those sketches turned out, I think that we're going to be fucking legit. So look forward to those. Also, this is the wall that I was talking about covering with fan art, so I think everywhere that you see gray would just be plastered with fan art all the way over past the other door and behind the shelves over there, and I don't know if it would look cool or if it would look not cool, I'm not sure, so I think I am going to start throwing that up there, and we'll just see how it goes. Obviously, I'll keep this banner as a centerpiece, maybe if I need to do talking videos where I'm doing blah blah blah. You guys have seen this banner behind me before, so I think that might be what that is. If there is a strictly talking video, something that doesn't include unboxing something or looking at the computer or whatever, I think this might be where it is from now on. So, pretty boring wall, but I think that it looks classy and clean for right now, and it does have the potential to be something else. So, we'll see how the fan art stuff goes. Obviously, if I get that posted, I will do some sort of office update in a few months because I'm sure that things are going to change. They're always changing, so we'll see how that goes. Alright, so here is the final wall. Obviously we've got two displays over here as well as a giant Papa display behind me, and I'll go ahead and explain these first. This is actually the Clown Project display. So I got this from a business that was closing in a mall. They sold it to me for $100, which is fucking amazing because you can't even get the IKEA shelves with lights in them for $100. So I felt like this was a really, really good deal. I made sure to scoop that up immediately. I had some Ghost stuff in it when it was in my living room, but since then I've decided to sell most of my Ghost stuff. Just not in love with the band anymore. I really feel like Tobias has run it into the ground on top of all the lawsuit bullshit that went on prior. So I sold my Ghost stuff. I ended up putting the Project Clowns in here, and they look awesome. Obviously Harold is not done, but we're getting really, really close. I put him in there for the sake of this video and showing what the display was for. So Stinky, Nomad, the outside clown, I think we decided to name him Hermit, and we've got Harold on the bottom there. So that is that. This is a shelf that I got a really, really good deal on. I ended up buying this one and a matching one for $160, which is crazy because from IKEA they are $200 a piece, I believe. So that's pretty intense, and I definitely couldn't pass that up. I really, really dig the clean, sleek, black, nice look that they have to them. So I wasn't sure what to put in there, and I'm still not really sold on what's in there yet. I've got Slipknot stuff on the top two shelves. I've got a little Meyer shelf started here, and then some Guar stuff on the bottom, and the other one is so not permanent even in its placement that I decided not to put it in this video, but you're not missing much because the shelves are really wish-washy. There's not a lot going on. On the top there, we've got some of my Myers figures, the 18 inches and the bobblehead that I just got on the last Mailbox Monday that we shot. And yeah, I think that pretty much does it for that wall. There's not a whole lot to talk about there, and that'll be something for the office update here in a few months because, like I said, I'm not really sold on all of these displays. We'll have to see how that goes. And then behind me here, we've got the Papa Emeritus 2 outfit. This was the first one. This was the best one. A lot of people would probably argue that it's still the best Papa 2 cosplay ever. This is the original Jordan Patton Papa 2. Obviously, if you guys are into ghost masks whatsoever, that will mean something to you. I know that Douglas Little still gets a boner for this thing. That is a justified boner because this really does just capture the essence of Papa 2. It might not be the most accurate sculpt-wise, but I've never seen another mask come close to pulling off the look that this has for Papa 2. The hat isn't that great, but we did what we could back then, and then we've got the outfit. And the reason that I kept this was because this thing did a lot for the House of Masks. I wore this to so many conventions, so many concerts. There's a lot of memories in it, and I will forever be proud of this piece, regardless of how bad I think Ghost is or how bad they've become. This thing is just too special, so it's pretty much always been on this display from the moment that I stopped wearing it, and I don't really see it ever coming down. Definitely a special piece, and I figured why not have it right here in the office. I don't have a whole lot of other Ghost stuff now, so here is where it is. I think that it looks good over there, and I think that it fills this space very nicely, so I think that is just about it. So this has been my office tour. I hope that you guys have enjoyed looking at it. This is where I spend most of my hours at home during the day, getting videos ready and just hanging out. As I mentioned, we are probably only 75 or 80% complete complete in here, and there are probably going to be changes that come after the completion, so make sure to stay tuned for that. I also forgot to mention that I am sticker bombing my desk, so along with getting the fan art and stuff up, I'm trying to sticker bomb my desk. If you guys have bands, companies, whatever you want, and you guys have stickers and you want to potentially see those in videos, feel free to send them in. I will slap them on the desk here. And anytime that you guys see me reviewing a band or a trailer or anything like that, you'll probably see them on the desk. So yeah, aside from the sticker bombing, the fan art, I am going to be replacing this light fixture that's above me because it is fucking terrible, and getting some other stuff hung up. I think that is just about it. So again, I hope that you guys have enjoyed it. Stay safe out there during this pandemic. Say no to drugs and alcohol. And until next time, this has been AJ Good signing off at the House of Masks. Take care, and we'll see you guys later.
You need to put a mask on. I hate AJ Good, don't wanna ask for. Catch me fucking poppin' wheelies, driving like the NASCAR. Mask on, mask on, mask on, mask on. You might see him off in traffic, he be moving around. I hate AJ Good, tagging all around the town. I hate AJ Good.